I'm also interested, in the, as well as modes of use, in terms of the types of user, because you're obviously working a lot in the corporate space with the kind of work that you're doing. We're tending more to operate at a consumer level, and it's open particularly to young people. I mean, obviously, as you were saying, YouTube, Facebook, massive popularity. At corporate level, there seems to be more resistance, I think, and a nervousness about users, and particularly if employees, having free rein to create and share content.
And trying to stay on point to business, making sure it's business focused. I was just in a conference a couple of days ago, and the head of learning for Deloitte was there talking about how they made their own internal Facebook. Right. I just thought that was interesting, that a very large company to see the value in people being able to easily contribute what it is they're working on, and to make some links as well. And in the corporate space, it's people aren't creating content as part of what learning or working generally, but using content that others are creating is growing. So podcasting has just exploded in companies, and in internal production of those is growing as well. As just one factor. I think video is going to take off. We have these flash Nokia N95s on, and you can create DVD quality videos. So I could be recording this video, slap it up on a server for secure distribution. I think we'll see those will be the professional applications. But look at the actors that we had online there, and those are people from a wide range of former backgrounds. The gal that was getting all uptight is actually the PA to one of the executives of the company. And so I have seen her go from really bad acting to okay acting, which was a journey, but she really loves it, and so she fits it in and has a good time with it. So she's actually quite expressive, and I think as these kinds of environments and tools come in, we're going to see more ways that people can contribute creatively. I love tapping into that the creativeness in people.
Yeah, and I think that's very right, and I think a lot of corporations see this creative explosion going on in the web, and their employees in their spare time doing all this phenomenal stuff, and then they've got this feeling that within their working experience they're just acting like kind of wage slaves and just and not bringing that into the corporate environment. I think there's very much a real desire to try and tap into that and to bring that creative energy in-house, but
Absolutely.
There's a real uncertainty about how to do it and a fear of doing it.
There is a bit of fear, and there's also a lot of nervousness about the fact that youth, they're using Facebook, MySpace, they're using a ton of tools, they're using instant messaging, and they say, oh, what are they going to do when they get into the workplace? Well, guess what? They're already here, and they have been for a bit, and you don't want to turn off their posse or their connection of professional and friend networks. And so seeing companies I am seeing companies block MySpace and Facebook. I think that's as bad as blocking the internet to begin with, which used to happen as well.
Yeah.
I'm connected to a few of you in Facebook. These are professional contacts. We have some fun ones too, and it's all about balance. So I think we both get some work done too.
Yes, indeed. I'd also like to talk, we've only got a few minutes left, briefly about the benefits and pitfalls of this, trying to encourage much deeper user involvement. I mean, from our point of view, with Soda Play, for instance, there's the obvious advantage that you've got a massive development resource there, which doesn't cost you anything, which is fantastic. And also that users are really getting what they want because it's them that are making it. It's not our misguided attempts to create something for them. It also generates this real sense of community and ownership. Like if members of the community are involved, even in a tiny way, in the development of something, then they feel a strong sense of ownership and are more likely to use it. And also, we have a lot of users volunteering to help with moderation of forums, for instance, or want to get involved in a deeper way in the administration of sites, which is a big expense, and so it's really, really useful. I think those have got to be played out against a possible loss of control. If you start that stuff, you've got to be open and genuine about it, and let the community take it where they want to, rather than releasing it and then constraining it. And I think people are very, very savvy these days, and if they feel that they're being taken for a ride and constrained, then it can backfire on you. There's the stuff that Paul was talking about around the value of media and balancing this quality and quantity issue with user-generated content and finding ways to elevate, to kind of bubble up the real nuggets, the really juicy stuff. What are your feelings around those issues, benefits, pitfalls?
Well, I agree with you in terms of the benefits and the challenges, and some of the challenges are around fear of the loss of control of what's going to get developed, fear that people are going to be either wasting their time or aren't going to do something helpful or productive. I think it's important to manage expectations, give people guidance, and this is more in the corporate or industrial space, but also just let people be, to let things unleash the creativity where you can, within boundaries that people are getting things done, giving people, putting that creative juice to good use.
Okay. Well, thank you. We've run out of time. We're going to be having a breakout session, so please stay and we'll have some more informal conversation around these issues.